This is Sam Storm.
What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another Vitoverse Reviews. This is the season finale of Secret Invasions. Thank you guys for the kind support on this journey. My first time doing a TV series breakdown or whatever you want to call it. I was doing a breakdown review things. Look, I just know it's a learning curve, and I think the next series I'll do, I'll definitely have everything together a little better. But for what it's worth and for what I did, I thank you guys for at least clicking on those videos. You know what I'm saying? But definitely, if you're new to this and you haven't seen any of my videos, my past videos on this, I am doing a review on Secret Invasions that is on the Disney Plus. That's Marvel Secret Invasion on Disney Plus. So if you were planning on watching that and you haven't, I advise that you click out of this, watch it, then come back. You know what I mean? And see what I got to say. Enjoy the family. You know what I'm saying? Join the family. Comment. Subscribe. My whole little slogan. You know what I'm saying? We still doing that $100 raffle here on this channel. So, of course, feel free to subscribe and comment to enter that. And for those that have already subscribed, you already know what to do. Just keep commenting. Just keep on doing that. Just keep sharing, liking. Definitely hit that like button. You know what I'm saying? That boosts the algorithm too. You know what I mean? So thank you all that have subscribed. We are not halfway there. We are almost there. We're at 70 subscribers right now. We're almost there, guys. If you still want to enter, and you haven't already, you know what I'm saying, just keep on commenting, keep on, sharing so people can, subscribe, all that, you know what I mean? I really want to get this $100 out to you guys. This will be the last time I do 100 for a while, you know what I'm saying? So it ain't going to be like this every benchmark, but there is going to be a raffle every benchmark. So I will have another raffle going on for the next time around as well. So we'll just see what that raffle will be. So hopefully, you know what I'm saying, we can get there so we can keep building this community up over here on the Vitoverse. You know what I mean? But yeah, let's get into today's stuff. Again, I'm not going to do a breakdown like I did the other videos and stuff. I am going to give out some points that I thought were interesting to make me go wow or nah or whatever, you know what I mean? So I'm definitely gonna say those. So this spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. If you don't want this spoiled, hey, click out right now. This is that time to do it. Okay, if you're still here, you're here for the long run. Let's get it. All right, so so this week's episode was definitely a 50-50. It answered questions and it left a lot more questions with them answering those questions. You know what I mean? Like, it didn't make sense. I don't know how to explain it. You know what I'm saying? But it left us wondering, how did we get here in the first place? You know what I'm saying? Like what exactly, what made Gravik really that mad? Like, he had a personal vendetta to watch the earth burn. And you're telling us that he was just mad that he didn't get his planet that Nick promised? Like, any other rebellion or any other person or Skrull or something like that would have said, let's leave this planet and find our own, since Nick is not doing it, instead of burning up Earth to try to take it over. That made no sense. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so we find out that Scrody definitely, or Rhodey, I kept calling him Scrody for this whole time being, the real Rhodey, has been in the basement the whole time. You know what I mean? He's been captured. He was down there with everyone else that was captured, the officials, the higher ups that were abducted and stuff like that. He was down there with them too. Surprisingly, he was down there since Civil War, because he was actually watching he was wearing his hospital robes that he was wearing at the end of Civil War because he got injured in Civil War. So that means Avengers Endgame, Infinity War, anything after Civil War, that has not been Rhodey the whole time. So Rhodey really don't know how to walk. We still have a handicapped Rhodey. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? That Rhodey doesn't know Tony is dead. That's crazy. So you know what I mean? That's whoo. That's gonna be something when we get to Armored Wars. So I will definitely give my thoughts on as far as like what this series is definitely gonna lead into. It's gonna lead into like a whole bunch of properties. But anyway, for this episode too, I had a question about Ross. They showed Ross down there too. Agent Ross, if you don't know what I'm talking about. Agent Ross is the guy from Black Panther that they kept calling colonizer and blah, 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 and, you know, they was working with and stuff. So, how long has he been a Skrull? Like, he couldn't have been a Skrull that long because one thing about a Skrull, we know that, you know, when they get injured, they're either going to bleed that purple, and wherever they got injured at, it's going to turn green. You know what I mean? Revealing that they're a Skrull. So that never happened when he got injured, you know, those times in Black Panther, either the first Black Panther and the second one. But, so it had to have been recent. But the question is when, and a lot of us is probably going to say when he got broken out of jail by the Dora Milaje, but I don't know, something about that explanation makes a lot more sense, but it doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel like that's what happened. You know what I mean? Like it's I needed some more answers on that. You know what I mean? And we're not gonna get it for a while. So, hey, oh man, that's a tough way to end this, man. Do us like that, man. Like, when are we gonna get the answers to that? That's why I said this is a 50-50 type of episode. There's something I do want to say, but I don't want to give it away. Now, this one, I really do not want to give this away, but we have 2 Super Skrulls. That's all I'm going to say. And if you think about it, now we have... This might be the most powerful being, or these might be the 2 most powerful beings in the Marvel Cinematic Universe right now. As of right now, that we know of. We know there's plenty coming. We know there's plenty that's probably like that I'm not thinking of right now. But as of right now, as far as the Avenger, you know, lineup and all that, you know, this one up there. This one, those 2 are definitely up there right now. So, of course, by me saying that, y'all probably, that's been watching it, y'all probably can figure out what I'm talking about and stuff. But I really like that. I like that ending of how they ended that. What I did not care for was getting rid of, you know, Gravik. So that is something I have to kind of give away right now. I wanted to see him later on, you know, with this whole Super Skrull thing, because we still have the Emperor Skrull that's out there somewhere. They didn't say what happened to the Emperor Skrull, you know what I mean? The person above the general, you know what I mean? So we definitely need some more answers on, you know, what's going on with that. Is there another shadow Skrull government going on that we don't know of, you know what I mean? So it'll be interesting to see where this goes. Honestly, am I expecting a season 2? Probably not, but you know. But back to this episode 6. And I'm gonna end it with this. As far as like my review on episode 6. Love does not see color. So I really love the fact that they ended this episode, or ended this situation with Nick and his wife not divorcing. She was scared that Nick would leave her because of her being a Skrull. If Nick really married her for her true self, the self that she made, visible to his eyes and stuff like that. Could he love her in her scroll form? And Nick proved that he can. So they're headed up to Saber. So he's headed back up to the space station. So we'll see if we'll see her in Captain Marvel. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully we'll see her there. We probably won't see her in her scroll form, just because at the end of this, the president declared war on all the Skrulls. So yeah, now they're enemy number one. There's a theory I just recently heard that made this idea very scary. You know what I'm saying? In real life. So we'll see what they do with the Skrulls, what happens to the Skrulls. Hopefully, I can see there being a season 2, but I wouldn't be mad if it wasn't. But we'll see what happens to the Skrulls later on in life. But anyway, overall, this whole series, you can tell, parts of this was rushed, parts of this probably was interrupted by something. So it definitely wasn't Marvel's best work. So for what it is, I'll just give it a 6.5, maybe 7. You know what I mean? It still was pretty cool to see Nick's vulnerable side. We don't typically see that from him, so to see that, it gave a nice little take of him, because we actually got some story about him as a little kid. He'll tell his little stories, his speeches and stuff like Nick he normally does. But actually, some of those actual stories was actually real Samuel Jackson stories. So those were really his Samuel Jackson, not Nick Fury, Samuel Jackson stories. So that was definitely interesting. That was pretty cool. I really enjoyed that factor of everything. But the whole message is equality. You know what I mean? No matter your shape, form, or color, you should be accepted. You know what I mean? For who you are. And I feel like that's what the bigger message was in this. You know what I mean? So shout outs to Marvel for that. You know what I mean? I definitely am excited for the redirect of what's going to happen. We got Bob Iger back at Disney, so I think he can definitely help the current state of Marvel and Star Wars. So we'll see what happens. We got Loki 2 season 2 coming out in October. I said in that Marvel's trailer that I didn't think there was nothing coming out between the Marvels and Secret Invasion, but we got Loki coming out. So it'll be interesting too for this Secret Invasions to tie into. We got the Thunderbolts. We have Captain America: New World Order. We have, of course, the Marvels. This series actually ties into so much. Armor Wars, like I was mentioning, as far as Rhodey. So this definitely enters into something very, very you see where it's branching to. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely going to just lead into some interesting content for Marvel to come out for the next couple of years and stuff. So we'll see what they do with it. Hopefully they don't fumble it. The last couple of drops, like I mentioned, Ant-Man didn't do too well. Besides Kane's, Jonathan Majors' role as Kane, like the VFX and I think that the pacing of everything didn't sit well with everyone, but the performances from the actors were still pretty good. But we'll see what they do with this whole thing, man. Hopefully they can get it together, but definitely I'm excited for whatever changes they're gonna make, and we'll see. But thank you guys for tuning in every week. If you have, thank you guys for just even, like I said, clicking on this video, subscribing if you subscribe, if you can hit that like button before you leave. Just thank you so much, guys, for the kind support. tomorrow, Vito Variants, like my normal segments are, how I normally do it. And then Friday, Vitoverse is going to be another review. Except it's going to be on all the movies I have watched that I have done a trailer reaction to. So, of course, I ain't going to be doing no breakdowns on that. I'm just going to give my overall thoughts on each movie. And hopefully I'm not long-winded, you know what I mean? But anyway, thank you guys. Thank you for tuning in, man. I love y'all. Y'all be safe out there. Peace.